What if I told you there's a tiny copper coin sitting in your kitchen drawer right now, worth nearly $1 million? Yes, a humble 2009 Lincoln cent. No mint mark, no silver,
No glitter.
just one small detail that could make you a millionaire. But here's the twist. Most people throw it away. Or worse, they spend it. That's like using a lottery ticket to buy a candy bar. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to reveal exactly what makes the 2009 no mint mark Lincoln penny worth up to $970,000, how to spot one, and how to turn your change jar into a financial breakthrough. First, why the 2009 Lincoln penny? And what's so special about no mint mark? 2009 wasn't just any year. It was Lincoln's bicentennial, 200 years since his birth. To commemorate the occasion, the U.S. Mint released 4 special reverse designs showing his life stages. Some 2009 pennies were minted in extraordinarily low quantities, without a mint mark, and with critical errors, making them ultra-rare. A rare version of this penny, discovered in near-perfect condition, sold for $970,000 at a private auction. That's not a typo. That's nearly $1 million for 1 cent. When was the last time you looked at a penny and thought, retirement fund? But here's the fear factor: these coins are vanishing fast. Collectors are buying them up. Others are hoarding them. And every day, fewer remain in circulation. The question is, do you have one? The exact features to look for, and a trick to find one without leaving your home. To find a 2009 no mint mark Lincoln penny that's worth up to $970,000, here's what you need to do, step by step. Look for the 2009 Lincoln penny with Lincoln sitting on a log reading. This is the formative years reverse, the most error-prone of the series. Check the front. If there's no mint mark under the date, it may be from Philadelphia. This makes it one of the lowest minted errors. Examine for doubling, die errors, or off-center strikes. Even a minor imperfection can multiply its value by 10x or more. You don't need to be an expert. You just need a magnifying glass and patience. Because if you do find one, your life could change overnight. No college degree, no investment firm, just you, a penny, and a little luck. Now imagine you never check your change. Imagine you give it away. Imagine you spend your fortune on a gumball. Don't let that be your story. Check your drawers, your jars, your glove box, because time is running out. And in our next video, we'll reveal 3 more pennies currently selling for over $500,000, including one that was found in a gas station parking lot. Subscribe now so you don't miss it. Drop a comment if you found any 2009 pennies. We might feature you in our next video. And download our free guide, 5 pennies that could make you rich. You're not just collecting coins, you're unlocking a legacy. 1 cent at a time. We're talking about the 1978 no mint mark Lincoln cent, and rumors of one being worth up to $1.6 million. Sound too good to be true? Let's dig in. The Lincoln cent has been a part of American pockets since 1909. But what makes the 1978 penny so special? Well, first, it features President Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back, a design used from 1959 to 2008. That just means it was minted in Philadelphia, standard for many coins of that era. So where does this $1.6 million number come from? Rumors online, some true, some exaggerated, have circulated about rare error coins from 1978 being sold at auction for incredible sums. In some cases, it's not the coin itself, but a rare minting error that gives it value. Double dies, off-center strikes, or copper composition variations are key. A standard 1978 penny with no mint mark in circulated condition is usually worth just 1 cent. Maybe up to 25 cents if it's in great condition. But, and it's a big but, if your penny has a rare minting error like a double die or was accidentally struck on the wrong metal planchet, it could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. So far, there's no confirmed public auction where a 1978 penny has sold for that much. But rare errors do pop up, and they can change everything. Doubling in the words liberty or in God we trust may be valuable. It should weigh about 3.11 grams. If it's different, it might have been struck on the wrong metal. Small details can mean big dollars. If you suspect you have something rare, don't clean the coin. That can hurt its value. Use resources like PCGS or NGC websites. Services like PCGS or NGC can officially verify your coin's authenticity and condition. A second opinion can be helpful. For very rare coins, major auctioneers can get you top dollar. Here are some quick tips. Research before you sell. Avoid pawn shops. They often give the lowest prices. Use reputable dealers or auction sites like Heritage Auctions or Great Collections. Be cautious on eBay, especially with rare coins. Take clear photos and write down the coin's details. So, can your 1978 penny really be worth $1.6 million? Probably not, unless you've found a one-of-a-kind error coin. But that doesn't mean it's worthless. With a little research, you might discover your old pocket change is worth far more than you think. Got a 1978 penny or any old coins sitting at home? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to help you figure out if it's valuable. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on more coin collecting tips and hidden treasures in your change jar. Optional description for video upload. In this video, we explore the mystery of the 1978 no mint Mark Lincoln penny rumored to be worth $1.6 million. Is it real? What makes some pennies worth thousands? And how can you tell if your coin is rare? Perfect for collectors and anyone looking to sell old coins. Would you like this turned into a teleprompter-style script, video storyboard, or YouTube description with tags next? We're diving deep into the mystery of the 1987 no-mint Mark Lincoln cent. If you're 30, 40, 50, or even 70 years old and holding on to old coins, this is the video you don't want to miss. First, let's talk about what makes this penny special. In 1987, the U.S. Mint produced hundreds of millions of Lincoln cents. Most were made in Philadelphia and Denver. The Philadelphia ones typically have no mint mark, while the Denver ones show a small so. When we say no mint mark for 1987, it's actually normal for pennies minted in Philadelphia. But here's where it gets interesting. Certain error coins or ultra-rare examples of the 1987 penny, especially in unusual conditions or mint errors, can be worth a fortune to collectors. And in the coin world, a small difference can mean a big payday. You might have seen headlines or YouTube videos claiming that a 1987 penny with no mint mark sold for $1.5 million. Is that true? Well, not exactly. Let's break it down. There is no confirmed auction where a 1987 no mint mark penny sold for that much. However, high-grade 1987 Lincoln cents, in perfect MS-68 red condition, have sold for over $7,000 at auctions like Heritage Auctions. So where does the $1.5 million come from? Likely from hoaxes, hype, or mistaken identity, possibly confusing it with other ultra-rare pennies like the 1943 copper penny or the 1955 double die. But that doesn't mean your penny is worthless. Okay, now let's get real. If you have a 1987 Lincoln penny, what could make it valuable? Off-center strikes, double dies, or planchet errors graded MS-67 or higher by PCGS or NGC color, brilliant red coins, RD designation. Fetch the highest prices. Unique imperfections can raise value. If your coin looks nearly perfect or has a strange flaw, it could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. That's why you should never overlook coins just because they look normal. Have a 1987 penny you think might be valuable? Here's how to sell it smartly. Examine it under a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. Compare it to graded coins on PCGS.com or Heritage Auctions. Get it professionally graded by PCGS or NGC. List it on trusted auction sites or visit local coin dealers. Avoid eBay scams or quick cash offers. Get a second opinion. Many folks over 50 have coins they inherited from parents or grandparents. If you're holding on to them, now's the time to check them out. Some of the most valuable finds happen by accident, in pocket change or old jars. To wrap it up, no, most 1987 no mint Mark Lincoln cents aren't worth $1.5 million. But a rare condition or error version could still earn you serious cash, so don't just spend that penny. Inspect it, and if you're over 30 and looking to turn old coins into money, this channel is for you. Hit that subscribe button, tap the bell, so you never miss a rare coin video, and drop a comment if you have a 1987 penny. I want to hear from you. End screen suggestions. Did you know that a common-looking penny from 1982, with no mint mark, could be worth up to $1.7 million today? Yes, you heard that right. One small copper coin in your change jar could change your life. Hi, I'm in. If you're between the ages of 30 and 70 and have old coins lying around, this video is a must-watch. Today we're talking about one of the most mysterious and valuable pennies in U.S. history, the 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln cent. Some collectors and auction houses have valued it at over $1.7 million under rare conditions. So how can you tell if you have the right one? 1982 was a turning point in U.S. coin history. Due to rising copper prices, the U.S. Mint changed the composition of pennies from 95% copper to 97.5% zinc, coated with copper. During this transition, several different versions of the penny were produced. In fact, 7 varieties were made in 1982, with small dates, large dates, copper, zinc, and various mint marks, or none at all. Most 1982 pennies with no mint mark were made in Philadelphia. That's normal. But what's not normal is a rare version that combines 3 key features: small date, no mint mark, made of copper, not zinc. This specific coin wasn't even known to exist until 2017, when a collector discovered one and had it tested. It turned out to be a true mint error, never meant to be released to the public, and that made it extremely valuable. In rare coin auctions, one of these 1982D copper small date pennies, a cousin to the no mint mark version, sold for $18,000. Experts believe that if a verified 1982 no mint mark, small date, copper penny in pristine condition hits the market again, it could fetch anywhere from $250,000 to $1.7 million, depending on its condition and certification. Does it say 1982 with a small date font? Is there no mint mark under the date? Weigh it. Use a digital scale. A copper penny should weigh 3.11 grams, while a zinc penny weighs 2.5 grams. If your penny matches all 3, it could be worth a fortune. Don't clean it. Don't try to fix it. And don't sell it online right away. Instead, send it to a reputable coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. They can verify it's genuine and assign a grade, which dramatically affects its value. You can also contact major coin auction houses, like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers, for a professional appraisal. If you're 30, 50, or 70, it's never too late to turn your forgotten coin jar into serious cash. Coin collecting isn't just a hobby anymore. It could be your next big payday. You may already own one of the rarest coins in U.S. history, and now you know exactly what to look for. Like this video if you found it helpful, and subscribe for more coin tips, hidden treasures, and ways to turn your old collection into cash. We're diving into the mystery and value of the 1976 D. Abraham Lincoln penny. Yes, the one with the little d under the date. Some say it's worth up to $1.7 million. But is that true? And could your penny be one of them? Stay with me to the end. I'll tell you exactly what to look for, how to spot rare varieties, and how to actually sell your coins for top dollar. Let's start with the basics. The 1976 D penny was minted in Denver, Colorado. That's what the little d under the date stands for. In total, over 4 billion, yes, billion, of these were made. So, most of them are only worth 1 cent, but, and this is where it gets interesting, a tiny fraction have rare errors or unique features that make them incredibly valuable to collectors. And for those of you asking, why would someone pay millions for a penny? It's because of rarity, demand, and minting mistakes. Now, there's a rumor going around online that a 1976 D Lincoln penny sold for $1.7 million. While there's no verified auction sale for that exact price, there are a few known rare varieties of this penny that have fetched big bucks, especially if they were in perfect condition or had dramatic mint errors. Look for doubling in Lincoln's face, the word liberty, or the motto "In God We Trust." If the penny looks like it was stamped off to the side, a Denver minted penny without the D could be a valuable error. These are weird shapes or marks caused by misaligned or damaged dies. if your penny looks brand new and was never circulated. These kinds of features make your penny much more than a penny. So what's the real value of a 1976 D penny? 1 cent to 10 cents, $1 to $10.50 to $1,000 plus $5,000 to $50,000 plus up to $1.7 million. But unverified, one of the highest officially recorded prices was for a super high-grade MS-67 red penny sold at auction for over $7,000. So while most 1976 DS aren't millionaires, some really can be worth a fortune. That can destroy its value. Look closely at the date, lettering, and mint mark. There are many online reference guides. Some rare pennies were accidentally made on foreign coin blanks and weigh differently, like PCGS or NGC. That's how serious buyers verify value. Once it's graded, you can list it at auction or sell to collectors for real money. No scams, no guesswork. If you're looking to sell your coin, here are the safest and most trusted places: Heritage Auctions Bay, with certified grading, great collections, local coin dealers. Just make sure they're reputable. And if you want top dollar, always get it professionally graded. A certified MS-67 red penny can be worth 100x more than an ungraded one. Remember, even if your penny isn't worth millions, it might still be worth enough to surprise you. Would you believe me if I told you that a simple penny, yes, a 1-cent coin, could be worth over $1.4 million today? Specifically, the 1968 D Lincoln penny. Sounds insane, right? But before you toss that jar of old coins in the attic, watch this video, because that penny in your collection might just change your life. This channel is all about helping everyday people unlock the hidden value in their old coins and collectibles. If you're aged 30 to 70 and you've got coins lying around, this video is for you. So let's dive into the mystery of the 1968 D Lincoln penny. You may have read headlines or seen viral posts claiming that one of these sold for $1.4 million. Now, is that true? Well, not exactly. While that claim has taken over social media, the truth is a bit more nuanced. Let me explain. Most of these viral claims stem from confusion with other rare pennies, like the 1943 copper penny or error coins from the 1970s. But that doesn't mean your 1968 D penny isn't valuable. Some versions of this coin can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, and I'll show you how to tell if you have one. 2 to 4 o'clock. Let's break down what actually gives a penny big value. Rarity. If only a few exist in top condition, collectors will pay a premium. Errors, double dies, off-center strikes, missing mint marks. These are like winning the lottery in the coin world. Condition: coins graded MS-65 or higher by a service like PCGS or NGC can be worth significantly more. Your 1968 D penny might not be worth $1.4 million, but if it's a double die obverse or a rare die variety, you could be looking at hundreds or even thousands. Double die obverse, DDO. Look at the date and the word Liberty. If the letters appear doubled, you may have a rare DDO variety. Off-center strike. If the design is not centered, and part of it is cut off, that's a mint error. These are super clean pennies, with no scratches or signs of wear. If it looks fresh out of the mint, it could be worth getting graded. 1 MS-67 RD 1968. D penny sold for over $3,000 in auction. That's not $1.4 million, but it's not bad for a penny either. So what should you do if you think you've got a valuable penny? Examine it carefully. Use a magnifying glass or phone zoom. Check for doubling, unusual shapes, or perfect condition. Compare with online listings. Visit sites like PCGS.com, NGCcoin.com, or look at eBay sold listings for similar coins. Get it graded. If you think your penny is valuable, send it to a coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll give it a certified grade that serious buyers trust. Sell at smart use auction houses like Heritage Auctions, Great Collections, or list on eBay, but only after getting it graded. And hey, if you're not sure what you have, leave a comment or send a picture to me. I love helping viewers evaluate their coins. Probably not. But is there a 1968 D penny that could be worth hundreds or thousands of dollars? Absolutely. If you're someone aged 30 to 70, sitting on a box of old coins from your parents, grandparents, or your own childhood, You might have hidden treasure sitting right under your nose. Don't throw away those pennies. Examine them, learn about them, and you might just find your next big payday in the smallest coin. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a valuable tip. Comment below with your coin finds. I respond to as many as I can. And remember, your change could change your life. What if I told you that a simple 1982 D. Lincoln penny could be worth $1.5 million? Yes, you heard that right. 1 penny, 1 cent, valued at over $1 million. And it could be hiding in your old change jar right now. Today, we're diving into the mystery, history, and money behind this legendary coin, and how you might be sitting on a small fortune without even knowing it. In 1982, the U.S. Mint did something historic. They changed the composition of the Lincoln penny. Before that, pennies were made mostly of 95% copper, but due to rising copper prices, they switched to a zinc core with a thin copper coating. Sounds simple, right? But the switch happened mid-year, and they used 7 different variations: large date, small date, copper, zinc, Philadelphia Mint, Denver Mint. It was chaos for coin collectors. That's where things get interesting. One particular variation, a 1982 D penny made of solid copper, should not exist. But it does. In 2016, a coin collector discovered something unbelievable: a 1982 D Lincoln penny that was made from solid copper, even though every 1982 D penny was supposed to be zinc. This rare error was certified by PCGS, one of the top coin grading services. Why is it so valuable? Because it's the only known example of its kind. A minting mistake that shouldn't exist. The coin was later valued at $1.5 million, making it one of the most expensive Lincoln cents in U.S. history. This isn't just a collector's fantasy. This is real. A penny that should have been worth 1 cent is now worth more than a house. Now, you're probably wondering, could I have one of these $1 million coins? Here's how to check. Look for the date. It must say 1982. Look for the D mint mark below the year. Stands for Denver. Weigh the coin. Copper pennies weigh about 3.11 grams, while zinc ones weigh around 2.5 grams. Use a digital scale. If your 1982 D penny weighs around 3.1 grams, you might have a copper version. But to be sure, it needs to be examined by a professional grading company like PCGS or NGC. And remember, condition matters. A coin in better shape will always be worth more. If you think you have something rare, don't clean it, and don't take it to a regular pawn shop. Instead, send it to a certified grading service. They'll authenticate it and give it a grade, which helps determine its value. Once graded, you can sell it at auction houses, coin shows, or even online through reputable dealers. But remember, do your research and never rush the process. So next time you're sorting through your old coins or rolling up spare change, keep your eyes open. That old penny could change your life. Here's your checklist again. 1982 date, D mint mark, 3.1 grams. If it matches, you might just be holding $1 million treasure. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I share more rare coin stories and tips every week. And if you've got a coin you think might be valuable, let me know in the comments or send me a message. We're diving into one of the most talked about pennies in U.S. history, the 1962 D Lincoln 1 cent coin, and why some rare versions of it could be worth up to $1.4 million. 1962 D penny spinning, zooming in. That's right, a single penny, just 1 cent, potentially worth more than your house. Let's break down what makes this coin special and how you can find out if you're sitting on a fortune. Cut to black and white photos of Lincoln, U.S. Mint Denver, and coins from the 1960s. The 1962 Lincoln cent was minted in Denver, with the D mint mark just below the year. Over 1.7 billion of these were made, so most are only worth a penny or two. But here's where it gets exciting. Not all 1962 D pennies are created equal. Some rare errors, high-grade versions, and off-metal strikes have sold for thousands, even over $1 million at auction. Let's talk about the key things that could make your 1962 penny worth a small fortune. Where Lincoln's face or the lettering appears doubled. Where the coin wasn't aligned correctly during minting, pennies struck on dime or foreign coin blanks. Look for doubled or shadowed D marks. Cut to images of error coins, highlighting doubling and misalignments. Coins graded MS 67 or higher by PCGS or NGC can sell for tens of thousands. Red RD coins are worth much more than brown, BN, or red-brown RB. Pristine coins are what collectors want. Very few high-grade examples exist due to the soft copper composition. Some coins with unique die errors are one of a kind, and collectors pay big. In fact, one MS-67 red 1962 D Lincoln cents sold at auction for over $15,000. And in a now famous case, a rare off-metal 1962 D cent was reportedly valued at $1.4 million due to its extreme rarity and collector demand. It might seem unbelievable, but it's true. Coin collectors will pay top dollar for the right mistake. Here's how you can check your 1962 D penny at home in 3 simple steps. You'll need 10x or higher to spot small details. Check for doubling or repunched D. The redder and shinier, the better. Use websites like PCGS or NGC to compare your coin, or consider having it professionally graded. Footage of online marketplaces, coin shops, and auctions. Here are your best options. Always get a second opinion. Perfect for high-end rarities. If you know your coin's value and are confident in handling the sale, it can destroy the value instantly. Calm and inspiring. So, do you have the $1 million penny? Go check your drawers, jars, and coin albums, because you never know what treasures are hiding in plain sight. The 1962 D Lincoln penny may look small, but it could hold a massive surprise. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell so you don't miss the next coin that could change your life. Got a rare coin you want me to feature? Drop it in the comments below. We're diving deep into the mystery of the 1984 D Lincoln cent, a penny that some claim could be worth up to $1.6 million. Yes, you heard that right. 1 cent, potentially worth millions. So grab your old coin jars and stay with me to find out how you can spot a fortune in your own pocket change. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation since 1909, featuring Abraham Lincoln to celebrate his 100th birthday. In 1984, something unexpected happened at the Denver Mint, and that's what makes the 1984 D penny so special. The D means the coin was minted in Denver, one of the U.S. Mint's production facilities. That year, hundreds of millions were struck, but not all of them were created equal. Here's where it gets exciting. There's a rare mint error found on a few 1984 D pennies, a double die obverse, or DDO. This means the coin was struck twice with a slight misalignment. On this rare variation, you'll notice doubling in Lincoln's ear, eyes, and sometimes the inscriptions. These double dies are extremely valuable to collectors. Even a slightly visible doubling can make your penny worth hundreds or thousands of dollars. Some extremely rare ones, in pristine condition, have sold for jaw-dropping amounts. There have been rumors and viral stories online claiming a 1984 D penny sold for $1.6 million. But is it true? Well, while there's no official record of a public sale at that price, extremely rare coin auctions have reached the 6-figure mark for unique error coins. So a perfect condition 1984 D DDO penny could be worth a fortune to the right collector. So, how do you know if your penny is valuable? Look for the D mint mark under the year. Check Lincoln's ear and face for signs of doubling. Look closely at "In God We Trust" and "Liberty." Doubling in letters is a key sign. Use a magnifying glass or even a phone macro lens for a better view. If you think you've got a match, get it authenticated by a grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll confirm the error and grade its condition. Once authenticated, there are several ways to sell your valuable penny. You can go through eBay or heritage auctions, listed in coin collector forums, or visit a reputable coin dealer. Depending on its rarity and grade, your 1984 D penny might fetch a few hundred or several $1,000s. But be careful. Don't fall for quick buy scams or lowball offers. Always get multiple opinions. While you're checking your 1984 penny, keep an eye out for these other rare ones too. Worth thousands over $100,000. Another big money find. Old coins might seem like junk, but just one penny could change your life. So check those jars, drawers, and piggy banks. Who knows? You might be holding the next $1.6 million treasure. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with friends or family who might also have rare coins hiding at home. And leave a comment if you've ever found a valuable coin. We'd love to hear your story. We're talking about a simple 1-cent coin, the 1972 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny, and why collectors are willing to pay as much as $1.5 million for the rarest version of this coin. Yes, $1,500,000 for a penny. So stay tuned, because we'll break down exactly what makes this penny special, how to check yours, and how you can sell it for top dollar. Let's go back to 1972. Gas was 55 cents a gallon. Nixon was president, and the U.S. Mint produced over 2.9 billion Lincoln pennies that year. United States, the 1972 Lincoln cent features the classic Abraham Lincoln profile on the front, with the Lincoln Memorial on the back. Most were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which is why they don't have a mint mark. Sounds normal, right? But here's the twist. A tiny fraction of these coins came out with something unusual, a rare and dramatic double die error. And that's where the value shoots through the roof. How can you tell if your 1972 penny is worth $1.5 million? Look at the coin closely, especially the date and the word Liberty on the left side and In God We Trust at the top. On rare double die versions, these letters will appear doubled, clearly, boldly, and without magnification. It's not a light shadow, it's a major misprint. If you spot strong doubling in those areas, especially on the date 1972, you may have struck gold, or in this case, copper. Out of nearly 3 billion pennies made in 1972, only a few thousand have been found with this true double die obverse, DDO error. According to PCGS, only a handful of these coins have been found in mint state, uncirculated condition, and those command the highest prices. One such coin, graded MS66 red, sold at auction for over $14,000. But here's where things get wild. Coin dealers and experts believe that if a perfect, untouched version, or one with exceptional toning and rarity, appears on the market, it could easily demand over $1 million from the right collector. Grab a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe, something 5x to 10x magnification. Look at your 1972 pennies. If there's no mint mark under the date and you see bold, clear doubling on the date or Liberty, you might have something special. You can send your coin to services like PCGS or NGC. They'll verify if it's authentic and assign a grade, which directly impacts the value. Consider selling it through auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. ***, they connect you with serious collectors who are willing to pay big. There are lots of fakes and minor errors that people try to pass off as the real deal. Not every doubling is valuable. Many are just machine doubling and worth only a penny. Don't fall for online offers that ask for money upfront to appraise your coin. Stick with certified grading companies and real dealers. If your coin is legit, you won't have to chase buyers. They'll come to you. So there you have it. The 1972 no-mint Mark Lincoln cent that could turn your junk drawer into a jackpot. If you're sitting on a coin jar from the 70s or your parents' collection, it's time to dig in. That little copper penny could change your life. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss out on more coin hunting treasures. Drop a comment below if you think you have one of these rare coins, or if you want help identifying other coins in your collection.